All right. So let's get started. Good morning. Good morning, Bobber. Thank you for your message. So let's get started. First things first. We are going to start with the news for today. Actually, let me put this one here as always. And I think that I have here Wednesday. I was reviewing what was going to happen during the week. Today we do not have that much really. No economic news for today. So let's see what is going to happen with the market. I see some sideways move and some um, moves there. So let's analyze it then. So we don't have news today. I predict that it could be a slow day. Tomorrow the FOMC meeting starts. However, there are not actually announcements until Wednesday. Tomorrow we will have at 9 a.m. we would have HPI. So news at 9. Then we do have consumer confidence at in job openings at 10. So that one could be a good one, and that would be it. And then Wednesday we do have GDP, and then at 2 p.m. we do have the FOMC statement. So this one could be a good one. Probably some slowness, some slowliness in the market until then, but we'll see. And then there's a press conference at 2:30 after the meeting is there. So since there are no news today, we're not going to activate our alerts. So let's get to the levels now. Let's put this one out of the way. And let's start with gold as usual, sideways move. There is a change of contract that I activated today. It was alerted on Friday, but I changed the contract for actually this one is April now. It actually expires tomorrow, but I changed it today. The volume is decent. It's almost equal and we have 1 day for the contract of January to expire. So I changed it. Level here, as you see here, there is a pivot high right here, and there is a pivot low, I would say there, but this one is already taken over by this one here, and now most recently I see this one here. So that is what I'm taking, those levels. And with that, I do have a support of 2031, and then in the upper side, resistance of 2060 to 2059. So those are the levels for gold. That right now we are right in the middle. We do have this mid-size, and then we do have this measure move or extension up here and down below here. So let's see if it's going to continue in the sideways move or not. I have not been traded gold that much. So in the last in this range here, I think that I took advantage of one of these moves here. That was trying to get out of the way. But other than that, I have not traded gold that much. We will see what's going to happen today. I see some pivot high right here in the daily. So right there's one pivot in the overnight, but also right there. So as long as it stays in these margins here, then I would hesitate to enter anything. It needs to prove that that it starts to to move and make higher highs and higher lows, or the other way, right? If we see here, we do have the 2000 level, you know, that I consider this one very important here. So if it managed, and it failed to meet it here, so we went to 2006, 2007, and then it failed, started to move higher, high again. So I don't know. I would like it to come to the 2000 again. I don't know if that is going to happen, but this is a target that I would like to see in the upper side, all the way to 2120 right there. So you see that we have a sideways move, especially in the last week. This last week was actually very, very sideways. Okay. Enough for gold now. Let's go to crude. Crude, I said a couple of days ago that I was really bullish on this one, and I was proving correctly on this one. It went all the way to $79, $79.20, and then found some resistance here and came back. So if we look at support and resistance level, 79.20, it's this pivot high we have here is what I marked. You know, just because it was, you know, rejected all the way down here overnight, it gapped up and then it started to move up, failed to continue, and then it's coming back down. So that's one. And then you see that there is a pivot high right there. Not a very significant. It was but it is a pivot high, and then this one here, it was also rejected. So I see some consistency there, and that's why I put this down move here at 77.50, something like that. So let's see what the levels are. Okay, so this one here, it's right there, it's 77.46, 77.50, we can call 77.50. And then in the upper side here, 79.21, and I'm gonna leave it there just because that is the top there, 70, there you go, 77.20, I'm sorry, 79.20, so 79.20 there. And then we're going to put 50 right here. So what is the use of this support and resistance level? So it touched now support right there. Now if bounce and goes above this moving average here and breaks out there, I would expect to go at least to that level, right? And then if it breaks here to the downside, I would like it to come and visit that level again and come back and move down. I hope that this one makes sense. And then probably we will have some support here. There also we can see that we could have a measure move right there too. So there's going to be some support, some good support at this level, I would say, right there. Okay, let's see what happens to ES. So ES here, we do have some support here at 49.10 actually. You know, you see that, but this one is a little bit dirty, so that's why I put it all the way down. But if you see here, we do have a Darvas that it's right at that level, a little bit below there. I'm sorry, a little bit below there. So I would say around this area. Which is actually, if you put it there, it's 49.08, 49.10, something like that. Yeah, But here we do have some more significant pivots here. So that one there is significant. I was thinking to put the level down below here, but it's a little bit too extended. But we do have some good support level here, which is also resistance over there. So if you see that one there, that would give us the level that I like, which is more significant. So this one is 48.96. Not a round number, but I think that this one could be a good support. 4,900. You can call it 4,900, and it's still you're good. And then in the upper side here, 49. I'm gonna go with this double top right here. Even though there is some, there is some resistance down below this area, right? This area here, and this one. Let me see. Probably it's a little bit too narrow there. So I was referring to this box right here. Okay. That box right there. This one could be a resistance. So 49, you see there 49, 24, 49, 25, all the way to this 34, 33, 34. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there, which is then 48, 96 and 48, 32. 33, let's go with 33, and then this one is okay, 96. Okay, so yeah, it could go a little bit higher even. Let's modify that. 97 right there, 97, which is that pivot and this pivot also. Okay, so let's check on NQ. NQ here, it's a little bit wider. I'm going with this pivot here. You do have some pivot down here at 17. 450, yes. So you do have today's low and Friday's low there, but then you have this congestion area. You see that? So for that reason, I'm marking this one as the pivot down below here, which for me it's more significant than these two. These are intermediate lines there. So 17 for you can call it 400 actually, but since I'm gonna be more exact on that, and I'm gonna go with that pivot low, which is 410. Okay, 17 410, and then in the upper side here. There is this 500, 600 or 691, and also that pivot here. So 580, 582, 580. But this one here is more recent, so I'm gonna go with that extension here, which is also very close to that one. I should actually go with this 650, but I'm gonna go with that. There's some pivots I like here. So that one there, this one here, it's a little bit higher. We can consider that one an overshoot. And then if you move there, we do have also this base or pivot lows right there and right there. Okay. So for that reason, I'm gonna go with 630 on NQ, 630 and 410. I said okay. So, but pay attention to these levels here. They could be areas for bounce or break as well. So it depends on what type of trader you are. If you are a trader that take bounces off of the support levels and resistance level, then it's legal that you go and take trades here if you see patterns or formations in these levels here. Okay. Or if you are a breakout a trader, then you will see here that if it goes below this level or even below this level, your next target would be here. And if it breaks, then you will see a potential continuation of that sell-off right there. Again, today there are no planned economic news, so market could be a little bit low. So be cautious of that. Let's okay. Let's do RTY. And I'm gonna give it a minute to load. Okay, so we are in RTY. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, I choked. Okay, so RTY, it's having this sideways move for now. So lower highs and lower lows here. In the big picture, lower highs and lower low. And then similar. So gold pit opens in 2 minutes. So I was saying that here we've been also in a range right there in this level. So for that reason, I am leaning towards this support and resistance levels. I'm gonna go and correct this one a little bit and put it that double top as a resistance in RTY. Which is 2017. And then down below here, I'm going to go with this previous pivot here. It's a little bit higher than lower than this one here, but if it breaks here, I would expect a larger move to the downside. So this one is 1970. Okay. So let's correct this one a little bit. So let's put this one 70 and 16. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, perfect. So you can argue also that there is some potential more defined resistance level here that was overshoot by this double top right up above here. So you see that there's an area of interest in there. So I think that we are okay with that one, but consider this double top right here as well. I mean triple top right here as well. Which is also rejected off of there, which was also rejected. So this is a well-defined resistance level now. Okay, let's check the minute charts, and we will start with gold. Trying to okay, Gold and gold and gold and gold. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to go with the dailies in Think or Swim. Actually, I like it a little bit better. I don't know about you, but I like this one here. I have a little bit more analysis in here. So gold. Let's start with gold here on the dailies. Came out and it's breaking now this descending trend line here in a very sideways move actually in here. So breaking also above this this 30-day simple moving average. You have some green arrows here, and this one here is racing in the intermediate line on the MFC. So I'm a little bit more bullish here in the short term. However, we are still below the first day opening range. And by the way, we are 3 days away from the end of the month, which is going to be on Wednesday. So we will mark a one opening range again on Thursday here, on the Thursday close. Right now, I see a lot of side move, and yeah, as I said before, I have not participated that much in, or I have not participated that much in there. I made money on that break right there, this candle here, but other than that, nothing actually for me in here. So let's go to crude. So sideways in gold. Crude here, I said that I was very bullish when it was breaking there. Came back, and today in the overnight, open higher and fill the gap, and then continue moving below. So this one here, solid candle, red candle. So the price up here has been rejected. We'll see if it's recovered. This, when you see these candles, the candle is not closed until it closes, right? So, I mean, it's obvious, but some people forget. They see a candle that it's red and say, "Okay, we're bearish, and then actually one day doesn't make a trend change, and the bar has not closed yet, so it could take here and bounce and start moving to the upside, and at the end of the day, it could be a green candle with a nice top bottoming tail right here. So like what happened in this one, right? It started here, came back down, probably at some point looked very bearish, and then it started to move up, and then finished right up here at 78.19. Same thing could happen in here. So unless it start to move to the down and below this this pivot high of 76.18, then we are still bullish. This one would be a compression or compression move. So moving to the downside short term, and could bounce at any time. Okay, let's go with ES. Bull flag here. MACD, I'm sorry, MFC is falling in the upper zone, so very defensive now. Momentum is slowing down. You see 1, 2, 3, 4 days now of sideways move after this nice uptrend trigger on this day here, and so it's resting now, but in still bullish, and forming a potential bull flag right there. And Q, same situation, 1, 2, and this would be so far it's moving to the upside a bit, but we do have stochastics turning red, defensive in the MFC, and MACD is really slowing down here. So in this, we do have a topping tail right here, two consecutive topping tails. So this one is not a good sign either. But we are forming a bull flag at this point in RTY. This one is a little bit more bearish. You see we are below the first day opening range, and then we do have topping tails up here at 2200. We do have the price in between the 34 and the 10 simple moving average. It crossed right here, and so it's leaning towards the downside. We're still in this triangle. I'm gonna take this one off because it's already completed. So I want to remove that one, and now you see that we are below this descending triangle here, moving to the downside, and potentially targeting this other side of the triangle, very close to this corner right here. So and I don't expect that much move now, but you never know. Okay, so that's daily. So sideways move in RTY. Let's go back and review the let's go to gold. Sideways in gold in the 240s. Sideways, right? We are in between the 200 and the 50. In the 60-minute, it looks like we're a little bit more bullish there, triggering a bull flag right now in the 60 minutes. So potentially targeting that resistance, and then if it moves above that one, we will be targeting the 2059 or even a little bit less, 2056 in the 60 minutes, and then the 30 minutes we are doing higher highs and higher lows right here. So higher highs and higher lows in the 30 minutes, and triggering now a bull flag to the upside there. Market is open in gold, and it seems that it wants to move to the upside in the short term. Be cautious of this 240 here at 2054, and then this doji there, that it's also an indecision candle, but it seems that it's moving to the upside, both in the 60 minutes and the 30 minutes. Crude here, bull flag in the 240s channel, and potential sideways move in the 60. It could bounce back up and retake this bull flag. So, and then here it seems that it's breaking to the downside on the 30 minutes. So I would say that we are in counter trend in compression at this point. In the 30 minutes, it could bounce. We are right at our level 77.50 at this point, trying to break to the downside there. Okay, it still is early for crude. I should be trading gold, actually. It's moving to the upside. Anyways, I'm doing this. So sideways in ES in the 240s. too bullish, right? And then is very sideways in the 60 minutes and sideways in the 30 minutes. Most likely, market will wait for the FOMC meeting on Wednesday and the minutes on Wednesday. The actual FOMC starts tomorrow. Let's go with NQ. Sideways, NQ sideways in the 240s, sideways in the 60, and sideways in the 30 minutes. This one here, you see, there's a reset in momentum in the 240s, very sideways in the 60s on the momentum, and then sideways to bearish, turning bearish, but the fast and slow line are above the zero line, so sideways is still in compression. And then RTY finally on this one, sideways here, sideways, I mean here, when I say here, it's 240s, sideways in the 60 minutes and sideways in the 30 minutes. So yeah, with that, let's go and look at the Renko charts. See, that I was saying that there is a nice move here right at the open in gold, moving to the upside. There, I should be participating on this one. I did not. It seems that I was playing with these charts yesterday. I'm gonna go with the properties here, and right side margin, I'm gonna put 50. A little bit too much? No, that's fine. Okay. So 8:33 Eastern time. Let's see what happened at the 35 and see if we do have any trigger on gold. I don't see that much happening now. Coming back. We are right at our 2 level. Still, we have some space if it breaks here to go to our 3M or our resistance level 2060. We are above the moving average here. And we don't have, at this point, we don't have any setup. There was a setup right here, right at the open, but we were reviewing the numbers. So week off of the, I would say, week off of the 50, the smooth 50, and it was triggered right up here. Now it's a little bit extended. Momentum is all the way up here. There was a reset, as you see here in the momentum right there when the market opened. So this one validates that move. Now it's coming back down a bit. Sideways in RTY, sideways in ES. And crude, it seems that crude is moving in continuation to the downside, breaking our support level right here. Continues trying to reverse here at this intermediate resistance level on R2. We do not have that much time left for the streaming, but I don't see. Well, Mondays are like that, right? I missed that entry right there, which is fine. No rush. Now I'm trying to look if there's gonna be a triple top right here at this level, or if it's going to break. And if it breaks, if it's going to turn back down. Now it's breaking. Still underneath R2. I don't have a clean entry right now. I could take a trade here. I'm gonna wait. So not a good idea to take a trade when you are right below the resistance, right? The best idea is to take it even when it breaks or when it comes back to the break. Which is called in a T2 a 2T break, right? You see in my blog, I do have some setups that for stocks that are called 2T, and that means that it's going to break that line there. It's going to break the resistance. It's going to come back to it and then bounce from there. So it's a good idea to take the trade right when it comes back. So either the break or the comeback, but not below the resistance. Even there are some circumstances where you where you can have a retracement here, very small, and you make a in this area, you make a an engulfing candle, right? So that means that the low of that candle is below the previous one, and the close is above it. So when it breaks, when the engulfing completes, then you take the trade. We're right at it now. The high on this one. Okay, there you go. Then there you have the break. It really jumped. So really probably there was no price in between and just went up, and you wouldn't be assigned, or you wouldn't be in the trade at this level. So now we need to wait. We need to wait to come back for it to come back. Moved very fast from this candle below to that one above. So we may have some failure here. And what I'm waiting for is the bull flag. Or a engulfing candle. See what's happening in crude now. We do have this week, we do have EIA report on Wednesday at 10:30 for crude. So making a week right here, or coming back to touch this support level, which was a resistance, which is a resistance now. Yeah, no entry for me here. Yeah, this entry right there was missed right there. But I don't have other than the break that you saw that went up very fast. So the entry would be ideal. Came back down to touch it potentially here, but I don't have an engulfing candle for the entry yet. So it is drifting higher for sure. And it seems that it is heading towards our resistance level, 2059. Not a good idea for me to take anything here. This could be the extension is already too much to just trigger an entry. Safety is first. So, you know, now momentum is a little bit too extended here to 46. It's a little bit extended away from the mid. I mean, from the zero line. Crude is moving up. Let's see. Bouncing 30 minutes. Not doing higher highs and higher lows yet, but and we do have the 50 SMA right above us. And so price is in between the 50 and the 200, which for me means that it's in a compression still. Some additional selling in here for crude. Momentum is extended, so it has not reset yet. Oh my, this one, it hurts. I really should have taken in a trade right there. But I'm not gonna go with FOMO. I'm not gonna enter it here expecting it to go all the way there, even though this one is the target, right? Yeah, I know. I know. What can you do? Sometimes you're in, sometimes you're not. Um, the thing is that if you enter it here, then it can't come back to you, and then since my stops are too tight, um, then I would be hurt. So I need to wait for it to come back, but whatever. Still, if it does an engulfing there, it is a little bit too extended now. If we measure this one, let's put some numbers here. So from here to there, $650 per contract. Now from if we take this one here and I've taken the the break, which is not real actually because it jumped on us and then came back. I believe that one would be $270 per contract. Now we need to wait, and it's a little bit extended. And crude, it's trying to break to the down to continue the break to the downside now, 77.33. But we're pre-market 10 minutes for crude to open. But we're bearish today on crude. I need to wait in here for momentum to reset and also this one to come back to the moving averages for any continuation, if it's going to continue moving to the upside. Now, the problem now we have is that we are too close to the resistance. And so if we take this one, we are taking it just below the resistance. So we need to wait till it comes back down and reset. In the overall, in crude, we set in crude. Let's go back here on the dailies. We are in a counter in compression now. This candle is getting red, but it can bounce at any moment. I would expect it to bounce either at the 76.76 or 76.18. Or before. That's correct. That's correct. Yeah. Yeah, it feels like in the FOMO, it feels like the market is waiting for you to, get anxious, and then you enter it, and then it said, okay, so this guy is now in, let's start selling. Okay, so I'm gonna end the streaming now, but you know what I'm looking for, or what we should be looking for: a retracement to the moving averages, and then look for the bounce in there, but buying at these levels is a little bit too extended, at least for me. And I don't see any signs of reverting this one back now. So if this is not an area for me to sell, because or to go short, because we do have still some room to the upside. There's to our resistance level. So yeah, that's the weight. And then the other thing that we were mentioning is that, when it breaks that one, then probably if it start bouncing off of there, then this could be also a good area to enter. Now we need to see what the momentum is doing. So, all right. So thank you so much for watching. Remember that there's at 5 p.m. Apex concludes the promotion for the 80% discount on their test accounts. So make sure to check it. The description is in the description is in the or the link is in the description. So yeah, yeah, I know, Bobber, that that is what it is. They are waiting for us to go in, and then they start selling for sure. All right, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.